Nom, 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 nom,
Oh, hey, Iron.
nom, nom, nom.
You should check out Bestine at some point.
Bestine?
I've updated. Yeah, he's on my other account.
No.
I've updated
Right
his wardrobe and he looks rather nice.
I don't know what's funnier. Just the
Oh.
whole thing of you lot trying to sort that out, or just the nomming of garlic mayonnaise ice cubes.
Delicious frozen garlic.
Finally, some good food.
Nice. Have you seen my
This
queen?
is what disabled fridge tastes like.
You've seen Phosphor, I'm guessing.
Oh yes, I've
It's
seen.
disabled. It could not use the move. Cool
Yeah.
food.
Ain't she pretty?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just imagining it being like the world's worst hacker somehow hacking into someone's fridge. I've disabled it. I've disabled its functions. What have you disabled? It will no longer keep things nice and cool and fresh. Their eggs will go off.
No, it's just they hack your Samsung smart fridge and it just plays like...
So it's rocking back and forth as it plays doom music at full volume whilst it freezes every ounce of your food.
No, you just open up the door and it's hacked the light in it. That just starts blinking to the rude sandstorm. Anyway, greetings everyone and welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra. Fridge edition.
Fridge.
Or
Yep, we used fridge.
technically more freezer edition given where we are at the moment. I forgot that was a thing.
What?
Uwundale.
Ooh.
No. Get out of here. Get out of here with
Hello?
that shit.
Welcome to Uwundale.
Get out of here with that shit.
How may we woo you today? When Raka comes back strong.
Tuesday was a mistake.
Oh, this Poro is going to be wonderful.
Anywho. Last time, you all managed to get to the Freljord aboard your little flying ship. Having had a few encounters along the way, such as a manticore and a chimera having a mid-air fight, seeing a mechanical wasp flying some kind of plant over to Zorn, having a little friendly chit-chat with a flying kobold Vestian, who'd lost his pack because of a dragon, and also almost having your ship stolen by Kled. Why are we just having loads of videos posted?
Go ahead and look at it.
I would do, but it will freaking copyright strike me if I do.
Santa. God damn it, Santa. You couldn't even like put the 60 FPS remastered version on.
But yes, you almost had your ship stolen by Kled as well as you stopped overnight with Rel. And beyond all that, you were stalked by an unusual looking Poro with straw sticking out their fur. And as you actually landed into the Freljord, I've forgotten what town you landed at. It's not Frostheld, otherwise you would be down on Frostheld. I feel like
It's the glacier one.
Yeah, I feel like this is where I need to load up the thing again. Lol, map. Map of Runeterra. Yes, thank you for that. Make sure the sound is disabled. Where's my external mouse so I can zoom in? Ow.
Zoom.
I hurt my ribs twice doing that.
No external. No external, only internal.
In that it's not
Ah.
a touchpad.
Ribs have become external ribs.
Glacier port, that was it.
Waffleberg will turn your external ribs into external ribs.
So you landed in Glacier Port. You had your ship rightened upwards by the friendly folk of the Winter's Claw. Friendly and Winter's Claw not really being terms used for each other, usually. And you went to have a pint in the local tavern.
One sec.
F. two.
Hello?
I got,
Hello.
I feel like I should pause here.
Welcome to.
Yeah, she's muted herself. It should be fine. But yes, you had a bit of a chat with the locals, especially Alari and Delris, tried to find out about their past, where they were told to go to Valor's Hollow, which is a trading town, to find out more information. But before you could leave, yet again you were stopped by the Poro, but also a large Viking called Olaf entered. And I believe we ended it there last
Okay,
week. Welcome back.
we ended it with him inviting us to his table.
Ah, yes.
Yes, food and drinks.
Yes, indeed. He offered around, probably on someone else's paycheck. And the bartender went to cook your meat for you all. Also, Mariah seems more lively and actually active now. I say it's still silence over there.
Rebooting.
Oh, my coke just went everywhere.
we found out where the inept hackers went. They hacked Mariah.
Waffleberg's just got a toolbox fixing whatever machinery runs Mariah.
Inside of her hair.
Mariah is secretly a hex tech machine.
No, you just open up the Mariah toolbox kit for repairs. It's just a small energy drink in there. She just needs topping up.
Whee!
Oh god, no. Just quick side note thingy. Do you know that band Peffel showed us before, This Is Not a Song, It's a Sandwich people and such?
Yeah.
They did a song called Caffeine, and it's quite literally just Mariah in a nutshell, the song. It's just like coffee, coffee, wee, wee, coffee, 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 energy drink, wee. Anyway, he will
Sounds about right.
gesture you all over to the table. You're like, come on, sit. It's rare when we get outsiders around here, at least outsiders that don't want to cause a ruckus. Not that I won't be fine with that either, but come on. What's your stories? Where you from? Why does that one look like death? They look like they should probably maybe get a bit more covering because they're looking a bit blue in the feathers.
Which one?
No, that they're talking about. He's talking about Potoo. But Potoo is, well, that's just what Potoo looks like. It's an unfortunate condition.
Eh,
Is it a condition? Potoo's always look like this.
That's my point.
I'm not
Either
seeing more names being changed as I look back to the
kind of-
first time.
Slightly. Okay. Hi!
So, what brings you all here to the Freljord then?
Bob.
Bob.
No.
No, not Bob. What brings us, Moonman?
We're here to help our friend, Alari. If it is Alari out right now.
Yeah, it is Alari.
Wait, what are we helping her with?
She's looking for her past.
About a year ago, I got into something and lost a lot of my memories. And all I know is that I'm from the Freljord somewhere. So I'm here trying to, I guess, remember.
Try to reconnect with your roots as it is. I don't know why. That's quite amusing, really.
Hmm.
I mean, the past is the past, right? Why bother with that? You should be living in the here and now.
Well, me and my sister did have an entire life here before we were abducted, and we kind of want to know what that life was like before we move on to other things.
If one lives in the here and now. Is the here and now not crafted by the past and what the past has done and what has been done within the past, therefore making sure that the here and now exists in one way or in various others? What we do in the past does, for the most part, matter because it affects the here and now, and eventually the future as the here and now becomes the past. In other words,
I mean, if we were to go
Dialogue
down that
tone.
route, then the future also shapes the here and now because, of course, people are going to be trying to reshape the future in the here and now. Would it not be?
is that not a good thing?
Depends what your future is.
Well, to move forward to one's future, one generally needs to know their past.
He'll just look to you all. I am too sober for these kind of talks.
Exactly. I was about to say, why did we get
Same.
this?
Same. Waffleberg's just going to take out the fucking puffer shroom mechanization that he has. He's just gonna.
I forget he has that.
Unless you do.
You forget he has that.
I do. I genuinely forget.
The
I
bartender.
don't use it a lot.
The bartender will come over and will place a large tankard in front of all of you.
Oh,
And
thank
when
you
I
very
say large, I mean consider it roughly a quarter, if not a half, the size of the Yordles,
So something Potoo can still eat.
and something that the Poro that is also sat at the table could actually fit into.
Why is that Poro here again?
Waffleberg's going to pick up the Poro. Hi.
Just waves at you.
Quite
Oh my
frankly, Pat, I
goodness.
thought it was with you lot.
Waffleberg's gonna put the
He
Poro
is.
in the alcohol. He's just gonna push it down under it while he's still affected by the puff. Just like
All the alcohol just disappears. There's a little puppy Poro inside, and he just kind of.
Waffleberg turns the mug upside down.
Make me a con save there, Raka.
That is okay with me. That is my saving throws, correct? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you're fine. You're not drunk. A lot of it seems to have actually been soaked into your fur as well.
Uh,
What
Fluffs
was the
out.
meaning of that?
What?
Alari will just pick up the mug and just like drink some.
Yeah. It should also be noted, yes, Mariah has been given a large tankard of ale as well.
Oh no! I'll take it away from her.
Whoa,
And
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Waffleberg
whoa,
will
whoa,
take
whoa,
it
whoa.
away from Alari.
What you
That
doing there?
one. That one's not allowed to drink after last time.
She's a bomb when she drinks. Oh.
I mean,
I
how
feel sick after.
she's not going to be able to learn how to handle a drink if she doesn't have a drink, right?
Do you want to be on
You-
cleanup duty later?
Have not seen the horror.
I mean, that's not your job nor my job. It's his job over there. He'll motion to bartender.
Waffleberg's just going to.
Anyway, he will lean over and drag the tankard back in front of Mariah.
I'd be curious to see if she can pick it up, actually.
I mean, it is like put 2 or 3 of those together, and it'd be the same size of her.
Yeah, and it'd also be the same size as your other small friend there, but you didn't take it from him.
Yes, because he can kind of actually handle his alcohol. She,
I can handle anything.
I was about to
you
ask if
have
he
ruined
did
that
for us to
wrong
drink.
several times over.
Look,
Actually, I
we
think
cannot,
Kuiper's more of a tea person.
we cannot argue against one's culture. And seeing as this is technically now your culture as well, I say we let her drink.
Alari's just kind of there, like looking to offer. Like,
So those that are going to take a drink, roll me a con save. Aside from the Poro, because the Poro's already absorbed their drink.
I'm rolling a con save just in the fact that I'm doing a lot of drug.
Alright. Alari, you're fine. Kuiper, you're fine. Hits you a bit, but you're fine. Mariah downs it. Waffleberg, you're looking at the drink. You slowly start to pick up the tankard. And you try and drink out the wrong end.
My tankard's empty.
I'm not. Yeah, he
Yeah,
shoved
no,
me
like,
inside of his tankard. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm not drinking. I'm doing.
he tries to drink
which is
it.
why I'm
like,
just standing. Which is why I'm just sitting there looking down at the turtle Poro now.
Kuiper's gonna look at Olaf after downing his drink and just go, "You ever had from the Yordles?"
What's a Yordle when it's at home? Oh, you mean those little fuzzy things?
Yes,
Yeah.
the fluffy things.
I've heard stories about them. Never seen one myself before.
Ask one for a drink. You won't regret it.
I didn't think that people who not Yordles meant to drink Yordle stuff.
Moonman.
Hmm?
Can I see your cup?
The
My what?
weirdest part is
Oh,
I'm
my-
having a big sense of deja vu
Your
from
mug.
that.
Sure, he downs the last of whatever's left.
Waffleberg's going to take the mug, turn it upside down, put it on top of Moonman's head. Probably covers Moonman's head, honestly, just like
Yep.
pushing it down. Helmet.
Wait, I can do this
Waffleberg
better.
has made helmet.
Said your friend there's already had a bit too many even before he's even had a drop.
Waffleberg is A-okay.
He's Waffleberg. Either way.
I'm Waffleberg.
So,
That-
by the way,
the Poro's gonna get the bartender's attention.
Yep.
Gesture to the empty glass.
he'll look to the empty glass and then just slide the tankard that was meant for you in front of you as well. Just like, no one seems to be having that one. There you go.
Gonna just kind of climb in.
Maybe another con save.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it started to hit. You're getting a bit tipsy there. So he'll look to you all. So, you've come here to find out that one's passed.
Yes.
Yes.
So what do you remember from your past then? Because I gotta say, you don't look like any Freljordian I've seen.
Well, what I remember is vague. Waking up.
Any landmarks, any little points, something like that maybe?
Just cold.
That could be anywhere here.
Yes, that's my point. Next thing I remember, I woke up in a fucking cell.
A cell. We don't really do
Yes,
cells.
tiny little things
Uh,
inside of our bodies.
It wasn't here, it was in Zon.
Oh.
Someone came, abducted myself and my sister, and we woke up in Zon.
Abductions.
Hmm.
As said, if it's abductions, I doubt it be. He actually does seem like he's tried to rack his brain at this point.
We were heading towards, don't actually remember this place.
Valor's Hollow.
Could somebody help me, please?
Yes,
I need to get away from
Valor's.
this breathe.
He will
We were
lean over and pick the mug off your head.
we were told about Valar's Hollow just try maybe going there and looking for information.
Well, if there's going to be anywhere with outsiders, that's probably your best bet here. I mean, there are a couple of other people that may try kidnappings, but one of them you wouldn't be here if they did. The other one, well, you also won't be here if you did, because you'd be eaten. And the third one probably the same as the second one. The first one, God knows what happens, but you don't return from it, I can tell you that much.
Well, thankfully I do know who my kidnapper is. It's just they're not from here.
Then yes, you'd be wanting to try the merchant towns.
But yes. Came to see if anything would jog memories or if anyone remembered me. From around, I don't know.
Well, we do get quite a few outsiders here as well, but at the moment, the weather's a bit too rough for them. Not to mention the whole war situation kind of puts off travelers.
I don't really feel the cold that much.
Just another proof that you're
The cold never bothered her anyways.
Slaps fucking Waffleberg.
Ow! Why?
I don't know.
At this point, the bartender will come over. We'll refresh your drinks, and we'll place a large slab of meat in front of you all.
Is he just dumping it into the drink, or is he going and getting us new ones? Because I'm still in the cup.
He's got a new one, so he'll just walk off with you, and then quickly return and just kind of empty the tankard onto the table as you plop out. You need to keep a better track of your pet. You could lose it like that.
Not ours.
Yeah, I don't really know where that thing came from.
Although at this point, I think it's adopted us.
Kind of rolls over to Potoo.
Oddly enough, Poros do seem to do that.
Well, if it's a pet, Waffleberg picks up the Poro. It's going in the pet box. He's shoving it into Mariah's hair.
Bites your hand and doesn't let go.
Waffleberg's hand is mechanical. I just
is
want you to know you're
fine.
biting metal.
That is fine by me. He's not letting go. He will not go in the hair.
I'm just going to leave that as that. But
Background noises in the conversation.
Dude just taking another sip from his new glass.
Concept that.
Oh, another concert, yay.
Yes, because if you're drinking your next drink, this is strong stuff.
Weak.
Kuiper is
21.
fine. Potoo's fine.
I'll drink as well.
All right.
Say it slightly kicked me in the teeth the first round, but I'm getting the hang.
Oh.
It begins. Mariah, halfway through your second one, you feel the room kind of spin.
Did it taste purple?
Oh, ha, ha, ha. I feel like I'm flying.
The best way to put it is, do you remember that one time when we went on the revolution too much at Blackpool and we started having grey out around the eyes?
Yeah.
And it felt like we could black out any time. That's what it feels like at the moment for you.
Sort of looks so. Can I just point out that, well, she almost got kidnapped because someone dangled a cupcake in front of her, which is hence why.
I love cupcake.
Which is why we don't usually let her get inebriated.
What's a cupcake?
A small sweet
Cake made in a cup.
Little Poro pulls one out of his hat.
It's a small sweet.
Hey.
Olaf will just take the cupcake and just eat it in one gulp and be like, yeah, tastes better when it's got alcohol in it. Either way,
I do make boozy cupcakes, yes.
if you're heading over to Valor's Hollow, you may want to find An old friend of mine over there.
Who might that be?
One of the older ladies that's been around the block quite a few times. She knows all the stories from around these areas.
Mm.
Just ask around for the Scar Mother.
Oh, she sounds fun.
We're in Winter's Claw land there, peeps. Not everything's all happy sunshine and rainbows like it is probably everywhere else.
What's a rainbow?
Except for looking at the Poro. The Poro's missing an eye and has 3 scratches that are scarred over where fur doesn't grow.
It's kind of like
You
Just the other.
Alari will just
Go.
Alari will just drink some more.
Just the other Poro just raises up from Mariah's hair, just that dun, 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 rivalry established. But before you do go, eat, drink, be merry. Maybe go get a room, get some sleep, because you don't want to be out there in those wastelands at night time.
Yes, we have a lot of searching to do.
I mean,
Trust
you
me,
got
it can't be worse.
I mean, you've got the boars, you've got the wolves, you've got the Avarosans, the sneaky bastards. And then of course
It
you've got the trolls if they dare come this south.
will be good. Trolls are okay.
Have you ever
Should we keep anything in mind against trolls?
Higher.
Yes.
Oh, that won't be an issue.
They're strong, they're big, not too bright.
Scared of fire?
Oddly enough, no.
Hmm.
They used to be until they got themselves that new, and he does like air quotes, king of theirs. Made their alliance with the bloody witch up north.
Hmm.
Is Waffleberg still trying to put the Poro in Mariah's hair?
Yes.
Just as you're being dipped up and down, the occasions where you're dipped into the hair, you just see an abandoned tiny castle.
He's just gonna
Oh, you got
cast color spray into Waffleberg's eyes. You and your drugs will defeat yourself.
Okay, so let me see this.
I don't know why.
Okay, rolled D610.
10d6 or no?
6D10.
60.
you can actually click those rolls. That's badass.
That is.
that is a blue.
That is blue. It's because there was a there was like a max number, but also a lowest number in
Nope.
there too.
Mhm.
35 doesn't affect you.
Nope. Because it's based off of health points.
Yep. So you kind of
It
aim your
affects
little.
Kuiper.
I mean, how much HP do you have, Kuiper?
32.
32. In ascending order of the current hit points. So it will not hurt you, Kuiper. Mainly because it hits the bartender. And then it also hits someone behind the bartender.
Oh god.
And you hear a loud roar ring out.
Oh no.
As while the
Oh,
Ursine
boy.
get up from their seats.
I'll kind of stand up and just kind of go in front of them. Like, just in front of Waffleberg, particularly.
Waffleberg looks up at the air saying, "Hi!"
Poro's still hissing at Waffleberg.
So it is blinded, so it can't see.
I
So
love
it's
that
just looking
idea.
around going, who
All
did
right.
that?
Hold out your hand real fast and I'll show you.
In the background, Kuiper's ordering everyone a room. Real quick.
Who's just watching the chaos that's potentially about to happen.
Well, I
Hold
found
out
you.
your hand and I'll show you.
Roll me a persuasion. That's
Ooh.
20. He will hold out his large paw.
He will hold out the large paw. Waffleberg will look down at the Poro. He'll put it in the hair. He'll grab the other Poro and put it in the paw.
No, not the Noxian Poro.
Poro
There
just,
can only be one.
Poro just jumps out of the hair and down onto the table, scurries across the table to Potoo and hides behind Potoo.
As you try and pick up the other paw off Waffleberg, you'll hear a definite sound of a blade being pulled. You just look and you see this Poro just there with a tiny short sword made for its size, just staring at you.
Being threatened by all the Poros.
I mean, if you remember, this Poro was the Poro of a Noxus general. Of course, it's gonna have to be armed.
Waffleberg's going to hold up a gold coin.
Persuasion.
I would laugh if it's another nat 20.
No, it's 16.
It just looks at you, slowly puts away the dagger.
He holds out his metal hand for it.
It will climb onto the hand.
He will put it in the Ursign's hand.
The Ursine will just kind of squish it a bit, just like give it a little squeeze. And what's this then? And he will lift
It's
it
a
up.
Poro.
You'll sniff it. Then he will just throw the Poro at you, Waffleberg.
I mean, that's okay. It's a Poro.
It is. The Poro won't take hardly any damage.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine
Well,
with that.
What? 0 successes.
Wow.
10 will miss you, so the Poro will go sailing past you and just kind of bounce off a wall.
Now that was rude.
Why are you putting a Poro in me hand?
Because it's what did it.
Poros can't blind people like that.
Poros, I'm fairly certain can. You know what? Hold on. Waffleberg is going to grab out a rag from his bag. He's going to hand it to the Ursine.
Yep.
Just go ahead and wipe your face from skittle puke.
What's a skittle? He says as he
I
wipes
don't
his eyes
know.
clean.
I'm high right now.
Why am I?
What?
He will just wipe his eyes and then throw the rag back to you and just sit back down grumbling. Oh,
Waffleberg will look to Alari. See, I did my job. Waffleberg will now go over, pick up the Poro, put the Poro back in the hair. Told you nothing would happen to
the
you.
Poro waits for the coin.
He already handed him the coin.
All right.
Okay.
Olaf just looks at you, Laura. It's like, you keep strange company there, miss.
Waffleberg ain't strange. He's crazy, but not strange. Alari's strange, but not crazy.
Just kind of goes, yep. This is what I do. I travel with.
He'll just like, he's saying this all between giant mouthful of the meats, by the way.
Yeah. She's just there like, yep. This is who I travel with.
May I ask you a question then?
Yes.
Why?
A lot of reasons.
I saved her life like 5 different times.
I've also saved yours when you're willingly throwing yourself off cliff.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair. See, we save each other's lives. So therefore, if one of us weren't around, our lives would therefore be very, very much in danger. It's not necessarily like a we want to, more like a necessity.
I will. Okay. So Waffleberg, as insane as he seems and as odd as he is very useful. That one, I question most every day. Points to Potoo.
Potoo is useful
As you
for reasons that I will not say in a legal establishment.
as you say that and point to Potoo, Potoo's there playing the mandolin quite well. Seems to have calmed the Ursine down a bit after just hearing some nice music.
Just
I'm making a show for the ear sign just to make him feel better.
let's get up there. She just kind of comes with us. Looking at Mariah, it's like I'm kind of worried about leaving her on her own in our state.
Yeah, we keep the world safe from her.
And Kuiper, well,
I imagine Mariah's just there, just trying to shove as much meat in her mouth as she can. Just in case, just to be like, this'll sober me up.
Nom 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 nom.
just kind of there, like,
She reminds me of the feral children.
eh. Well, Kuiper is quite astute when he wants to be. But otherwise, he's quite a good traveling companion.
I've just
He's
realised.
probably more sane than most of us.
I needed to roll some stuff as well.
Plus, points to Potoo and Mariah. It's like those were the two that I fought in the harrowing way. They've kind of just been together since.
Stellara's doing fine with her drinking. Alright, what about
Oh
that?
yes, her. She's with Kuiper.
Alright. What about that one?
Waffleberg makes the hand gestures of le fucking.
Which one?
He will just like motion behind him with a thumb. You'll look over and you'll just see Smee trying to con some people out of money. Like doing the little ball under the cup trick.
That's Potoo's pet.
You'll just occasionally see like the tail of him just quickly come and swipe the ball out as the cups are going down.
That's the pet of our bird friend there. Points to Potoo.
You may want to keep a better eye on that one then. Any more
Smee?
sober people come up there and they may see that trick for what it is.
Smee!
Then we may be having fried monkey.
I don't know if you can try him.
Monkey.
Smee!
Smee'll just look over to you. They just make a like hand gesture like, I'm working here.
Get over here.
Looks to Potoo with sad eyes.
Gives Potoo a look that says, just tell him to get over here.
Potoo just kind of shrugs, still playing his mandolin, and nods at Alari, looking at Smee.
Smee'll put up a small sign in a language that none of you understand. And then just walk over and take a seat at the table. You can roll me a history on it though, Alari.
Okay.
It's fairly Freliordian. You can't really tell fully what it says, but it seems kind of familiar.
Kind of pokes the monkey. He's like, when do you write Feliordian?
Just looks to you.
I
Takes out the
can
little
read that.
notepad. Just, oh, can you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It says out to lunch. He'll just take a piece of paper and just write on it. Gotta know all the languages for communicating with allies.
Just try not to cause any more trouble.
Can't make any promises.
You do realize that if you cause the trouble, we're not saving you this time, right?
I don't. She doesn't speak for me. I'd save your cute ass any day, Smee.
He's just gonna miss it all you and motion towards you, Waffleberg.
I'll just kind of look at him with a kind of tiny spark coming out of my finger towards him and go, "Be good."
One last round is placed in front of you all. One last quick drink before we all retire for the night then, I think.
Yes.
To new friends and to new adventures for you lot.
Alari's been doing really well with her drink this time around,
Friends. Oh dear.
considering how drunk she got last time.
Yeah. The Poro is kind of staggering back and forth. Alari's still doing fine. Kuiper almost falls off his seat backwards this time. Two's fine. Mariah, make it with disadvantage.
Just kind
Kuiper
of,
looks at Potoo and just goes, "We should swap instruments." And then face plants the table.
Waffleberg's just going to brush the table. He's going to pick up and shoulder Moonman. We're gonna go now.
Mariah, you hold up the drink. You lean backwards drinking it. And just as you finish the last drop, you kind of fall backwards off your chair. You now have the mug on your head.
she's just kind of there, like,
It's dark in here. Help! Help!
Stellaris fine.
Please, please.
this has been going better. Looking at that, this has been going better than last time. I didn't get into a fight with a pirate this time.
Oh, you've had encounters with pirates then.
Yes, quite
Ugh.
bothersome ones.
We've had some pirate visits up here before. Don't really take too kindly to them.
Mm.
I mean, as long as they
Well-
behave themselves, it's fine, but pirates rarely behave.
Well, these ones, since we've been in Bilgewater, have been trying to
Oh,
recruit us.
Bilgewater! Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, that's where we fought in the harrowing there.
I fought in the harrowing.
Ah, so much in common.
I also fought a giant octopusy squiddy thing while I was there.
Oh, same here. We had an encounter with a kraken too.
Yeah, he didn't kill me.
Yeah, it didn't kill us either.
Ah, that's a shame.
Killed Waffleberg.
You weren't there.
Exactly. It kills me to know that I wasn't there to enjoy the fun times.
Ah, it's a shame. Maybe next time you'll get the honourable death.
Either way,
She won't let me.
I won't let you kill yourself.
I'm not killing myself. Honorable death.
That's what you do is not honorable.
I blow things up. I try to destroy. Sacrificing myself to destroy some giant bug monster is
Which
fucking
one?
honorable, right, Mr. Somebody's?
Fighting and dying in battle is the most honourable death you can have.
See, he agrees with me. Moonman, he's gonna take the very drunk Moonman, shake him a bit. Moonman agrees with me, right, Moonman?
That is not fun. You should not try it.
Moonman, why is it that when I need you the most, you're always not there for me?
Oh yes,
Why
yes.
is it when I need you the most, you're always not there for me?
Either way, yes, we had some business.
Oh, God.
We were.
I am going to need something as well.
Hmm?
Remind me quickly how concentration checks work.
Concentration is a Constitution save with a DC of 10.
Yep.
If you were drunk, you do lose concentration, by the way.
Oh, does it just automatically? Is it automatically?
If you were drunk, you lose concentration.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna say, given it's a bit more of an innate thing for them as a race.
It's an
I also-
ability. It's a spell.
Oh yeah, no. If it's an ability, never mind then.
Yeah.
I
Let me
didn't
check.
realize that you were talking about that.
Yeah, I'm talking about the glamour.
Yeah,
It's
I
also not concentration.
Yeah, I don't think they can lose concentration on that if it's a racial ability.
It's more because they're drunk.
Well,
Like you'd have to end the spell yourself or become incapacitated. So if I became drunk enough, like actually just collapse, then
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd say
that'd
that.
do
Yeah.
it.
I'd say if it were like blackout type of drunk, yeah.
but yes, we had some business in Bilgewater. Lots of harrowing. Lots of pirates there, as you should probably know. Since then, this one crew's been following us around, chasing our tail, because we didn't work for them.
Which one is it?
Oh,
Backgammon or some shit.
which one?
Backgammon or gangbang or boomba or zumba. Everybody zumba.
It's just kind of like leans over to him. It's like, I think we're meant to keep it a bit quiet. The fellow's name is Gangplank.
Oh, him.
Fake,
Yeah,
fake his own death.
he's been here once or twice. Don't really care for the guy myself.
Eh,
Tends to side with those Noxians a bit too much for my liking.
yes.
Probably buys his oranges from there.
Interesting.
We should venture together. It would be funny if Gangplank crossed us.
To be honest, I don't really want to meet him again. Well, we never really met him in the first place. But, like, his people keep trying to get us to work for him, and now he's just leaving vague threats.
I can't even put a face to a name. It is incredibly
it's-
rude.
It's
I can't even put a name to a face.
It's very, he's very cowardly. Can't even face me himself.
Everyone?
Hmm?
Roll me a perception. For our two Yordle friends here that are kind of tipsy with disadvantage.
Oh, for all of us?
Perception. Everyone do a perception, but just for the two Yordles, it's with disadvantage. Due to
Sight,
No.
smell, or hearing.
sight.
Yeah, so back when we were traveling from
Oh, damn.
we've traveled on our way back to Piltover because we got separated from a friend there and we were trying to get back to them. And this pirate, we were having a drink, having a good time. This awful pirate came in and started badgering me about working for Gangplank and like doing jobs for him. So I said his clothes
From what I've heard, the coin is good, but do you really want good coin when your life expectancy is cut very short?
No.
My life expectancy has been too long.
Speaking of Waffleberg,
Yes.
you're the only one that spots this. Which is ironic, given that you may just assume this is part of your trip. You see a small, swaddled up figure slowly push open the door. Just waddle inside, close the door, and then head to where the rooms are in the back.
Waffleberg's looking at them. Who's that?
Who's who?
That! Waffleberg uses Moonman's arm to point since he's holding Moonman.
He'll look over, and the figure's gone by the time you do. Like, they're moving
She went
quite
to the
fast.
back. She had like robes and rags and shit.
Maybe it's just another
Wait, was
customer.
it a she or was it a he?
Maybe it's just another customer, who knows?
Either way, I don't want to work for that prick anyway.
Good.
Ugh. Doesn't stop my sister from trying to get in the pants of the other one.
Waffleberg's using Moonman, and he's just gonna start following, going where he thought he saw them.
We should get
Okay.
hired and steal from him.
So,
Sorry, what the fuck did you just say, Moonman?
Hmm?
What did you just say?
I can't remember.
Okay.
so you try and follow it just to see where it. Well, first things first. I have totally forgotten what Alari was saying to them.
No, I basically just said it doesn't stop my sister from trying to get into the pants of the other one.
The lady with a big hat.
Yes.
It's a fine hat, but that's a dangerous game she's playing.
I know. My sister just moons over her.
Plenty of people do, and she lets them. Easier to manipulate people if they're already swooning.
Yes. Well, I dislike that woman a lot.
What's the thing called now? I can't remember its name and it's annoying me. Hang on. I could get in my phone while I'm looking up. So, I'll just look to you. So tomorrow you're heading over to there then, with your friends. Goes for the Sky Mother, as I said.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help it, but something seems odd about you.
How so? I mean, I know I've got an odd complexion, but
Well, yes, that's quite frankly, but is her skin actually that blue at the moment?
like the dark blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just you haven't had contact with the witch, have you?
I don't believe so.
Because that's what her minions look like. No offense.
Well,
I've had encounters with the thralls.
I'm no one's minion, for one.
Well, I noticed that if you were her minion, you'd probably be trained to claw my eyes out.
No, I don't believe I've had contact with this witch. Heard about her from the woman in the corner over there.
Yeah,
And some other that I've met along the way, but I don't really know anything about her.
she's not someone you really want to come into contact with.
Yes, I doubt that I will, in all honesty.
So, basically, my advice to you, keep away from the trolls, keep away from the wildlife, keep away from the Avarosans, and if you ever see anyone of your kind of skin complexity that look like they're coated in ice, run the other way as fast as you can.
Question for you.
Yes.
What's the opinion on magic up here?
Magic? uh, magic? Good question.
It depends on the type of magic. If it's blood or if it's frost, they don't allow it. But there are some sorcerers that do work for the Frost Guard, and there are some that work for the other groups. So it depends on who you're with.
Attitude towards magic? Venerate.
What's that mean?
Venerate means,
Search
Google for venerate.
They keep an eye on it.
Regard with great respect, revere.
Yeah. Because the creatures they worship are magical creatures.
Yeah. Magic, magic is quite the unusual thing up here. It's generally, the magic from our lands is generally connected to the gods, the brothers and sisters. So, of course, anyone imbued with such magic, well, they come in different flavors. But generally, it comes out as being iceborn.
Iceborn.
Those born with the ability to not really feel cold so much, and the ability to actually handle true ice.
Oh. Just kind of like looking at true ice gauntlets that are literally on her hands.
Yes, there's a reason I gave him.
It's like looks at hands. Huh.
Yeah, kind of like that. Huh.
Huh.
I mean,
Well,
Iceborn aren't really too rare, but at the same time, that just makes you a bigger target for the witch.
oh, lovely. As if I didn't already have enough people wanting to find me.
That's what happens when you're special.
Either way. Well, that's definitely, I guess, confirming I'm from here.
It would seem so. Waffleberg and a drunken Kuiper.
Yeah.
You head. What, sorry?
Gonna be our BSX.
Right. You head towards the back where the rooms are.
Yes. No. Yes.
Also, what were they stealth for?
He's in the slightly buzzed stupor. He is following them from under the table.
Okay. So, I'm going to need you to. There's 12 rooms here. Which room are you wanting to check?
Well, which? Oh, did we not see her go into a room?
No, she ran into the corridor where the rooms are, and before you could get there, you can't tell which room there is. You could make a. I'll let you make a general intelligence. Given her size, you feel like she's probably in one of them that already has the door open, rather than any that are locked or any that has the door currently closed. Because you feel like she probably wouldn't be able to turn the knob herself for these rooms. Well, they wouldn't be able to turn the knob themselves because of their size.
Well, guess to do the most Waffleberg thing and start. You said the open doors, not the closed doors, right?
Yes.
Waffleberg's gonna start looking in every door. Hello, 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 hello.
If you're just popping your head in and out and doing so, you won't see anyone. Well, aside from one room, room number 5, you pop your head in, and you see the sign just sat there going, something spread with a colour, I know it.
Waffleberg's just gonna not say hello at that.
Hello, hello.
He's just gonna wave. Continue on.
Being held by Waffleberg, I'm gonna send Zeeble stealthily into a couple rooms.
Okay. Make me an investigation with your Zeeble.
Oh no.
Your Zeeble doesn't find anything, unfortunately.
Wah.
I suppose because I can just do this. Sure, we'll try this real fast.
Detect magic.
Do I
Okay.
detect any type of like illusion or invisible or like is there anything like that going on?
You don't detect any invisibility or illusions.
Okay.
You do detect quite a bit of like ice magical energy, but that's just coming from generally around.
Yeah. Then in that case, as much as I would like to use Wilhelm's not the most observant. He's for combat. Waffleberg is going to put Moonman on the ground,
I
and he's going to reach into his pouch.
was gonna say I
And
remember Pinco. Actually, we don't know that. I was gonna say Pinco's here as well.
Pinco is here as well.
Just very quietly, just watching you from the end of the hall down. behind the doorway, just like, what are you doing?
Ooh, the blue fairy's back.
So, what were you doing there, Waffleberg?
Oh, yeah, Waffleberg's reaching into his pouch and he's taking a pair of goggles,
Yep.
to which he's putting on over his glasses. They fit over his glasses. And Waffleberg is going to get on all fours. He's going to start tracking, see if he can see anything like any marks or any snow or anything like that.
Make me a survival check.
Oof. No.
You do see a lot of snow on the ground, but you feel like it's generally just snow that people have been trudging in.
Then Waffleberg has one more trick.
Okay.
Red Robin!
There is silence.
I don't know what was supposed to happen there. Moonman!
Huh?
It's a bet that I imagine they were sign saying yum.
Go forth! Find
Who-
whoever the fuck we're looking for.
Why am I here? Is
Do you
that
have
what
a
we're
do
looking
you
for?
have a spell that you
Point
can
to
see
Pinco.
people? Do you have a spell that you can no, like a lady in rags?
I didn't see a lady in rags.
I did.
Okay.
Do you have any
Stellara-
magic that can see?
Stellario just woke up behind her. Are you sure it wasn't just, a side effect of
You
your...
say the word, stab the Poro.
She'll just look down to Pinco. And then back
Sniffing
to
the
you.
ground.
I mean, if you want to, Pinco, you can make me a survival.
I did, it's a 13.
Uh,
Probably not great.
a lot of snow, a little bit of hair on the ground, a little bit of dirt.
Anything fresher.
They were the fresh ones.
Damn.
Okay, let's.
Kuiper,
Face plants the snow.
Kuiper. You kind of trudge away, try to follow a track. You walk into one of the open rooms, and you just crawl onto one of the beds and just lie down.
Why am I in bed? I cannot sleep this off. This is hell.
Pinco just walks in behind him, grabs his pant leg in his mouth, and just starts like pulling as hard as he can to get him out of bed.
He's not very heavy. You could probably just drag him all the way back out.
No, well, whoops, that's the
Oh,
wrong
God.
thing. That is the wrong thing.
So,
Nope.
So we've looked in every room.
Yep.
And they're not there. But there's
uh,
no invisibility magic, no like spells or anything, no magic being done.
then again,
Correct.
when you've been looking into each room, you've just been poking your head in.
Yes, but fair enough. But it's been two people doing that because it's been Waffleberg and Kuiper.
Yes.
But Kuiper's drunk.
Yeah.
It's also
So then, if that is the case, then Waffleberg will start just doing it slower.
It's also the case that the rooms have a bed, a small little desk thing, what seems to be a cupboard in each room.
Or
Waffleberg
sure
will
how-
walk to the first open room.
Yep.
He's going to walk in.
Okay.
Rag person. Hello.
No noise.
someone's guiding hand and just says like, "Take us to a rag person."
The hand shoots off, looking for a rag person.
Serious? Oh my god.
A couple of in a far off distant land in another universe, a couple of Saturdays ago, just a hand pokes Ix in the back of the head.
Few weeks in the
Waffle-
future.
Waffleberg will take a moment to look around the room.
look inside of everything, and then move on to the next room if there's nothing in here.
Actually, I just imagine it just shoots off looking for Ragman. Just the hand next day just drags Fiddlesticks back. There you go, Ragman.
In the rooms, Kuiper is going to start saying in Frelian, "Hello, is anyone here?"
Mm,
A
let me roll some-
non-Frelordian response from behind you on the bed.
Kuiper,
Mhm.
you hear a bit of scuffling coming from under one of the beds.
Oh,
Waffleberg
Pinco?
looks in. You found anything?
Shush. One moment. He's gonna check under the bed.
Yep. And as you check under the bed, you see a small wooden club swing out and almost hit you in the head.
Ah! Hey! Wait a moment.
Waffleberg goes to the other side, looks down. Hello.
The small wooden club misses you.
Gonna try and catch it this time.
Yeah, Waffleberg's gonna try and catch it.
Oh.
Which side are you at? You're like at the opposite ends, like say the
Uh,
left side or the right
Waffleberg's
side?
at. Which side is Moonman at?
Left, I think.
Okay, Waffleberg's on the right.
Then it exits from the bottom side.
And the Poro is there. And at level 3.
The moment it does, Wilhelm will leap out from the back and attempt to grapple it with the Poro.
It should be noted as you see this,
Oh,
Kuiper.
oh no, I'm not grappling, honey. I'm not grappling.
Kuiper, this thing is smaller than you.
Is it?
Damn. We don't mean wait a moment.
Not by much, but it is definitely smaller than you.
You're attacking a child.
Literally.
This is Waffleberg.
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, it's also worse.
It is. It very much is. But yeah, we'll jump onto it if he can.
It will make a swing at Wilhelm with this wooden club. Also, what
misses.
What was the Poro doing?
Which I'm just trying to read this to make sure that this is what I think it is, because I think you can only use it like once a day. No.
While you're doing that, Wilhelm pounces onto the small rag thing, and a loud baby-like shriek is emitted throughout the entire tavern, including in the main area. So, Alari, Potoo, Mariah, you'd all hear this.
Which is why Waffleberg is casting prestidigitation on the door to close the door. Waffleberg's then going to quickly run over to the thing, get Wilhelm off of it, pick it up, dust it off. Curiosity! Did kill the cat, but it's intrigued the bird. What the fuck are you?
As you pick it up, it's going to swing again.
I'm gonna head over to where the sound came from.
Yep.
Waffleberg, just with his metal
Who's
hand, is just
going to
going to
fall?
block it. Look at it. What are you?
Mariah,
Yes.
are you following as well in your drunken stupor?
I'll try. I might still have that thing on my head, though.
You do, but there's like a glass slit down the side of the tankards, just to show how much ale there would be left in it.
Tankard vision.
So yeah, it's like wearing the world's most uncomfortable helmet.
I'm ready for the war.
Hey, this one's got the right idea. And you loud, hey, from everyone in the tavern.
Hey.
Hey, it's actually painful.
Alari, as you open the door, you see Kuiper just kind of dizzy on the bed. The Poro and still are in there too. And Waffleberg just holding this small, rag-swaddled bundle.
Poro just has his finger pointed out.
And this
I'm
thing,
going to go take the bundle off Waffleberg.
Yep. This thing is screaming like a baby.
No, what are you?
No, come on, give it here.
And as you try to take it, Alari,
Mm-hmm.
does a 15 hit you?
No.
You see the small wooden club this thing is wielding just swing near your face.
Waffleberg's just going to take the club.
I'm just going to like take it off
This
Waffleberg and
isn't-
just
This
start
isn't
trading.
efficient. Hold on, Moonman!
Yep, so you
Mm.
take... So as
I'll
Waffleberg
take
takes the club, you take
swaddled
the
bundle.
swaddled bundle.
And I just start kind of rocking it. It's like, shh, it's okay. No one here
Waffleberg,
means any harm.
Waffleberg's taking like a thing of tape and some nails out, and he's just like messing with it. He's messing with the club. This goes there, this goes there. This makes that better, more efficient.
Alari,
Mm-hmm.
make me a persuasion. Yeah, it actually starts to calm down. It just leans in.
Oh, there you go. Can I move the stuff off its face?
Uh,
Or its face is?
yeah, you start to remove the rags, and you see this.
I see.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Oh no.
It's Super Monkey Ball, lads.
That's it. I'm going through with what I was originally going to do. The Poro knows what to do.
You don't see it.
But
I'm
yes,
literally holding it. Like,
Alari, that is what you see. You see the little pink eyes, well, the big pink eyes stirring up at you.
hello.
It just lets out a yawn.
Aww.
Waffleberg pops up holding the now modified club with like steel and spikes. Here you go.
Yep, and now you see what it is, Waffleberg.
It's a monkey.
Dude's going to come up and see what it is.
Yep.
It's a bit.
Alari,
It's a bit.
you can roll me a history with disadvantage. No, not history.
Can I
sorry.
hold it?
Yeah, actually, yeah, a history with disadvantage, I'd say, for this.
No.
Coochie coo.
It's a monkey. It's a monkey.
It's a little baby.
Can I try history?
With disadvantage due to drunkenness.
With super disadvantage?
Actually, no, wait. I'm going to say...
Oh my god, even with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
I'm going to say, Kuiper, that would have just been a flat roll anyway. For one main reason. These things, back in the day, actually had a good living thing going with Yordles. These things like Yordles.
Hey. Little
Kuiper,
thing.
I know that.
this is a baby Yeti.
Little creature. Hey. Hey.
Leave the baby Yeti alone.
No. Hey. You want your club back?
Those that are more widely travelled around, upon hearing that, you know that Yeti are extremely rare now. You would also know that adult Yeti are extremely dangerous.
Waffleberg's just going to pick it up out of Alari's hand.
No.
You pick it up, it just looks at you for a couple of seconds, Waffleberg, and then it takes a deep breath as if it's about to scream again.
Waffleberg hands it its club back. He's going to boop it on the nose with his metal hand.
You hand it its club back.
Hey. Hey.
And with its new improved club, it's going to take a swing at it with a +3 this time.
That does hit, but Waffleberg doesn't care. As he just sort of hits him on the side of the head, he's just going, look at you. Look at you.
Just
Just
kind
kinda
of.
You all ready for combat?
It just kind of
hey.
scowls.
I'll just kind of.
Hey, no, don't give me that voice. Don't give me that face. I could do that face too.
There's Alari's there, like. It's like. Hey there, little one. Where's your mama?
It just tilts
That's what I'm thinking.
just tilts its head out of confusion.
Mama?
Just tilts it the other way.
Where's the
Can
bigger you?
I do a
Mama
history?
Infrelian.
I was gonna say, can I do like a history to try and recall the word for mother or mama in Phoenyrie?
Sure.
Just kind of like,
Oof.
They generally don't speak English or common. They are more animalistic sounds for the most part. They do tend to understand common when they're older though. Given this one's a baby, it probably hasn't learned yet.
Waffleberg is going to quickly. He's going to sit the baby up on the bed. He's going to take a pouch, parchment of paper. He's going to take a pen. He's going to draw. He's going to essentially sketch her, and then he's going to make a bigger version. He's going to point to the bigger version with a question mark.
She will look to it, tilt her head again, and she will like snatch the pen from you.
Yeah,
Chew it.
that's fair.
And by chew it, I don't mean she's chewing like the other end. She's chewing the inky end.
no, little one.
Waffleberg's going to pluck it from her.
No,
And
no.
then she'll dip her finger on her tongue where it's all inky. And using her finger, she'll draw what seems to be a rough stick figure. Doesn't look like a Yeti type of build or anything like that. Seems more humanoid.
Someone taking care of you.
Shakes head.
Somebody killed them.
Nods.
Wait, I thought this was
Waffleberg.
a sad comment.
Alari,
Watch her for a second. Waffleberg's reaching into his pouch. She's gonna go over to Mariah
Oh
and
yeah,
start
no, she
taking
did.
from
No,
Mariah's
put
hair.
his down cover. That's a good point. She just
Just
she
gonna
just
be
looks to it. It's like taken them. She just like tilts her head, confused.
It's a very advanced child.
Then she will just like kind of draw a big X over the big Yeti.
Oh. She kind of picks up the babies, just kind of cuddling it.
And as you pick it up, she will pick up the paper as well. She will finish off the stick figure.
found it.
What does
Looks
the
at
stick
the
figure
stick
look
figure.
like?
Still the same normal humanoid looking stick figure, but now it has a giant shield on one arm.
Oh!
Of course. It's
It's okay, little one. We'll protect you.
Waffleberg is coming over to the little one.
I won't let that horrid man touch an adorable hair on your little head.
Waffleberg is going to take from he already has it, but it's covered up, so he's going to uncover it, and he is going to hand over what appears to be a little stuffed crocodile to it.
You want?
secretly Renekton stuffy.
I was about to say it's like
Yes.
meanwhile, many years in the past, Renekton just there going, "Don't hurt me, it's a marketable plushie," just as he is slapped.
Do you want?
It'll take the crocodile. It'll just begin to gnaw it. And it does like the cat kind of thing where while it's gnawing it, its back legs are going wild on this thing.
Oh, she's so cute. But no, I'm not letting that horrible, horrible man touch adorable hair on her little head.
Hello?
Hello. She will then draw one last thing with the ink she has on the paper. And I need to look this up again to remind myself what it was. I know things. It was... Where was this? Ah, here it is. It was... Okay, it looks like that. So if I scroll up, I can get that. It looks to be what seems like 4 straight lines down, capped off at the bottom with a downwards looking arrow, and almost through the top as well with an upwards facing arrow, in what looks like a 3-barred shield.
Would this be familiar at all?
Yes. Well, roll me a history with disadvantage.
Mm.
Uh, given the recent thing with odd symbols and such that's been happening, you can't place it, but you suspect this may be a world rune.
That looks like... it looks really familiar, but I'm not exactly sure.
She will circle the man with the shield and the yetis and just draw an arrow going towards the symbol.
That's not good. If that's what I think it is, that's really not good that he's after it.
She tilts her
What
head and
do you
just
think
lets
it
out
is?
a yawn.
Oh, it's okay. You're safe now.
Stellara just like looks at this whole scene and goes, "Ah, she's this bad with it. I can't. Ugh. God knows what. Gods know what Delris is going to be like with it."
Delris will probably just want to play with it.
Playing's a nicer thing, that's right.
She probably wouldn't understand the first thing about caring for it, but she would, play.
Waffleberg does.
I mean, it is quite unusual if you don't mind me saying so.
What unusual?
Given that
What's
well, you're missing your past and such, you do seem to have quite the nurturing side for little ones.
Yes, well, I think... Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, that's why I was getting confused as well.
Waffleberg doesn't know what's going on anymore. Waffleberg is just obsessed with the little cutie pie.
It should also be noted, Kuiper, in your slightly
Mhm.
hazy drunken stupor, you know this to be one of the rooms you bought out for the night. That you're in. This is Mariah's room.
Well, regardless of why, I will protect her.
She will lean over your arm. With her club, as she's just examining the new additions to it, she will hook the handle on Mariah's tankard helmet and just slowly lift it off.
I am not
Just
ready for war.
Mariah's afro is now cylinder.
Mariah has obtained new haircut, beehive.
Marge? Purple stuff.
It's like, they're like, very clever.
She looks proud of herself.
Good job.
And then she'll try and hop out your arms.
Oh. I
Um,
won't, like, stop her, but I'll just, like,
she
keep track
seems
of her.
she seems surprisingly fast and agile for a baby. As she leaps from your arms straight onto the bed.
A baby.
Oh, you're tired, little one.
A child.
Just kind of I'll go over to the bed and I'll just start tucking her in.
It's just the frigging chicken nugget thing, just the... Nothing really scares you, does it? I dance with darkness. Nothing scares me. What about this? Holds up little baby Yeti. Look how tiny my face is. A child. Yep, you took in the little baby Yeti as it yawns and falls asleep.
Baby.
Mariah,
Oh.
you've lost your bed for the night.
Can someone hang me up on the roof again?
No,
Yeah.
just will one of you put her in my room? I'm going to stay here with the...
I can stay here with the
No.
baby. I'm very good with
Shush!
taking care.
Mariah.
Waffleberg is going to
Mariah?
grab Mariah. He is going to put tape on her mouth, and he's going to go ahead and start dragging her out. Come on.
To be fair, I didn't get myself a room. I don't sleep, so I'll just stay
You're
wherever.
sleeping. Waffleberg's grabbing Moonman because you
What?
got yourself drunk.
I can't sleep. You don't understand. Okay.
It's fine. You can stay in my room.
Too late. I've got him.
Just looks at Stellar. It's like, you're really not helping your case with the whole dating thing that Waffleberg's got going on with you two. You know that, right?
I will harm all of you.
Yeah, we've heard it before, Moonman. We've heard it before. Hey, Stellara!
What? What is it?
If you need, put a sock on your door.
Waffleberg's then going to go into one of the open rooms.
I don't even know what that means.
Waffleberg does.
Oh,
And
it doesn't. Just go to bed.
Surprisingly, Waffleberg was a parent at one point.
as you all head to your rooms, the little
Alari
Yeti
is saying,
will wake up for just a brief moment and make grabby hands. Not
what at me?
Nope. Towards Pinco. She sees Pinco as a stuffed toy.
I just pictured the Noxus one jumps out and takes Pinko's spot. Just like,
I'm not exactly sure about letting that creature sleep with you.
The baby just lets out a small scowl. Looks like she's about to have a temper tantrum.
No. Boops her nose. How about this? She just kind of like climb into the bed and just give her goodles.
She'll just let out a sigh and then just fall asleep.
Guess you'll do.
You're not a
Pinco.
Poro, but fine.
Pinco will proceed to, while they are both paying attention to each other, slip out the window and climb on the side of the house to get over to, or the side of the inn to get over to Kuiper's window with all of them, and then he just sits and stares in the window. He just sits outside and stares in the window all night.
So, while everyone else is trying to get some sleep, with Mariah's drunken babbling throughout the night as well, past the duct tape, Kuiper, you're just sat there, just slowly trying to transition from drunkenness to hangover, and all the
Actual pain.
while, just look out the corner of your eyes. You can just see this Poro at the window. Just
Like the
At some
wind
point, he does
going
go and
by.
he does like go and open the window at some point.
Did you want in?
He just kind of like shakes his head no and just looks at you and then
Do you have
grabs
a
the
name?
windows and closes the windows.
He'll literally be asking Pingo questions all night, regardless of whether they answer or not.
Pinco just like looking in the window. See, and the worst part about this is his eye is all black except for his iris, which is red. And then his little paws are brown, like up to his shoulders, and then the rest of him is white. So he's kind of with like bits of straw hanging out everywhere and like a witchy scarecrow hat on.
You occasionally think you hear a crow noise throughout the night as well. And as morning...
This adorable creature is haunted.
Which one? And as morning breaks, Mariah and Kuiper, your heads hurt. The Poro is still on the windowsill.
He is now
He's going to-
holding a
going to
Cinnabon.
open the window. He's going to take out the mechanism. He's just going to put it up to the Poro's face, puff some of the puff, close the window.
Poro just starts eating his cinnamon bun.
Mm.
Alari,
Yep.
you wake
Sorry.
up.
Yeah.
Baby not there.
Little one?
The door is open slightly.
Oh no. Kind of goes to start looking around to see if she can spot the baby.
Make me a survival check. The eye change sides.
Well, it's because the first time I typed it, I put it on the wrong side. Because technically, like, if you're looking at him, it's on the right side of his face, which would be the left side. So when I first typed it, I was like, oh, I'll throw it on the right side. And I'm like, no, it would be the left side.
Alari, you just about find what seems to be tiny little footprints. And the impression left in the floor of what may be one of the nails that was on the club now. Just being
Kind of
dragged
follow it,
along like a needle on a record.
Just following him like, little one?
It goes down the corridor into the main room and behind the counter.
I'll kind of go behind the counter looking for it.
Yep. As you do so, you end up in the kitchen where the bartender just jumps in surprise and looks over to you. No customers back here.
I'm sorry, have you seen a little creature running through here?
A couple of Poros, that's about it. One of them stole one of me bloody cinnamon buns for breakfast.
That's
Actually, he
see where
has
the
a hat full of
going.
them. He comes prepared.
I see where the footprints are still going.
Yes. You
Like,
see that
just-
they'd go towards one of the, like, fruit areas. I forgot the name now.
I just kind of fruit larder.
Larder, that's the name.
I just kind of go, just 1 minute. And I'll follow the footsteps.
Ma'am, if you've lost your child, as you open it up, and it's quite literally sat in one of the big fruit baskets, just helping itself. Just like messy face and everything.
There you are. Just kind of picks the little one up.
Yep.
It's like, don't worry, I'll get you some more later.
It just scrunches its face up.
I'm sorry about
adopted.
It will just like give you like an evil eye glance and then just like slowly pick up what seems to be some kind of melon.
Is that what it was eating? These kind of melon things?
It's been eating all different fruits like melons, bananas, oranges.
I'm sorry about this. This little one seems to have eaten some of your fruit. How
You'll
much?
just look over your shoulder to this thing. It's not a bloody Yeti!
Shh.
You can't be keeping Yetis, you know.
We're just going to try and get her somewhere safe. She wandered in here last night.
There are bad omen around these parts. Where the baby is,
Well,
there's going to be an adult not shortly behind.
Her mother's dead.
What are we talking about in here?
What? Why did you get here?
I saw you going down the hall, so I followed.
little one broke in here and had some fruit for breakfast.
Oh,
Her mother's
Wait.
dead.
what? Yeah, wait. Why are we talking about that?
Because he saw that she was a Yeti.
Are you racist?
No.
Oh, then good. It's no problem.
It's not so much that, it's more a case of, have you seen
Oh,
how...
so you are racist. It's a baby. You're gonna throw a baby out because of your own racist prejudices. Congratulations, senor.
He just stares wide-eyed and just like slack-jawed at you, Waffleberg. He's like, I... But...
Look, we're leaving today anyway. You don't have
Yep.
to worry about it. But, can you, like, give us a sack of that fruit?
10 gold.
I'll tell her what she's eaten too.
10 gold,
15 gold in total.
15 gold in total. Cool.
I'll pay the 15.
Okay.
Who we lose then? I saw someone's name dispute. Oh, there.
It was me. I accidentally exited.
15. Yes. Just. That's gonna be bad luck for you when you're traveling.
Nah, my middle name is Bad Luck.
And we'll deal with it. But we're not going to leave a baby alone.
I'm just laughing at the same thing you do. Just Kuiper having an existential crisis.
Existential crisis with the Poro. Where did it go? And where are these whispers coming from?
I mean, technically, Mariah is still in that room as well.
Yeah. She's got it there, like, it's a baby. Regardless of what species, I'm not just going to leave it to fend for itself. Especially when its parents have been.
I mean, your heart's in the right place. Last bit. This is the Freljord.
So, if everybody goes around saying something's bad luck and everybody starts believing it's bad luck, all that does is create panic. Nothing is inherently bad luck. There's no such thing as an object that wishes to cause you bad luck. There are such things as people that do bad things that can affect you, but there is nothing, no one that is inherently bad, no matter what your culture believes. Because if that's the case, then I could just go out there and tell everybody that you are this or you are that, and as soon as everybody starts believing, your life will be ruined.
Not to sell for the future. Make cursed item that gives disadvantage on all rolls, therefore making something that is quite literally bad luck.
Like, look, just don't tell anyone about her, okay? You'll start to panic, and she's no danger to anyone right now.
If I start to tell people about that, it's going to cause more hassle for me in the long run anyway.
Good. Meanwhile, there's someone here poaching these Yeti. At least that's what we got from the little one last night.
They do realize they're an endangered species.
I don't think this person cares, in all honesty, as long as they get what they want.
It just sighs, walks over to a desk. Well, like a countertop thing, just leans on it. Can't be any Freljordian then, because even the trolls know not to mess with the Yetis too much.
We think we might know who it is.
Yes.
But just in case you see an individual with a rather large shield and a gas mask, don't tell him about us.
Yes. Apparently he's heading somewhere important. But so we're going to get up in this fellow again. Either way. I guess we're caught up in it now.
Oh. Yeah, I just saw that there, Ranna. Potoo. For the question that you asked me in private chat there, yes, there are Freljordian spirits in Legion.
Look.
I
we'll be out-
like the Freljordian spirits.
Oh, damn. Shit.
We'll be out of your hair soon.
Fine, fine, just try and keep that one out of sight.
We'll try. But a baby's
Waffleberg's really good at this. Waffleberg's
Going to walk over to the baby. And Waffleberg is going to reach into his back.
Now, where is my anesthetic?
no.
Waffleberg is going to take out
with
a
the
little
baby and just walk
lollipop.
away from him.
He is taking out a lollipop.
She doesn't see. She's already walked away.
Get back here!
No. Last time you
Oh.
used anesthetic, you stabbed me.
And, Waffleberg, I believe it is.
What?
Just for the future as well, given it was your small Poro friend that did it. You may want to be a bit more careful around the Earth sign. Earth
I
sign,
don't care.
Earth signs
It's a
don't
no.
forgive very easily.
That is a miserable lifestyle.
Just the lawyer, they're like, nope, last time you used anesthetic, you stabbed me.
I thank you for the tip, my friend.
Waffleberg will leave, chasing after Alari with the lollipop.
You get back here!
No.
Body drops to the floor in another room. So, yes. At this
I
point,
believe they were only one room away, or like 2 rooms away from the air sign.
So, at this point, you would have all gathered back up in the main room. Just this baby dripping with juice from its face, just like covered in fruit bits.
I'm just like wiping its face.
Waffleberg sticks the lollipop into its mouth. The moment that he can. The lollipop tastes god awful, but there's a reason to it. As mystical ink starts moving throughout the little creature's body, it's now got a tattoo of the masquerade in the form of like a little flower on its wrist.
You do
and
realize it has to actively decide to use that.
Well, then
Yes.
you two are not smart enough to use it.
I imagine it's just like
Give me a second and let me continue, and you will see.
I just imagine just like it yawns, you stick the lollipop in, as soon as it tastes it, just spits it back out. Just like, eh.
Waffleberg is then going to point to Alari,
Mariah,
and
it's
then
up to you.
he's going to tap onto the Yeti.
Mariah, there's a free lollipop on the floor now.
Ooh, lollipop.
Oh, yes.
So, what? You're pointing to me and then tapping the yay.
Mm-hmm.
He just raises an eyebrow.
Waffleberg takes the picture, draws a little baby Yeti, draws the baby Yeti transforming into Alari, like a mini Alari, a mini Ari.
It just looks confused.
I'll just kind of put it down. Points to myself. Points to the little the kind of flowery tattoo that's on Alari's own arm. Points to the one that's on the Yeti's wrist. And then changes with the masquerade tattoo. Well.
It looks, tilts its head, turns its own fair blue.
It's progress?
It looks at,
Probably not the best progress.
It looks at itself and lets out a scream.
Oh, never mind. It's okay. It's okay. You're all right.
Waffleberg is going to In that case, Waffleberg is going to lean down. Waffleberg is going to reach out to it if it lets him.
It just looks to you, squints, and then it'll run and actually try and climb onto Kuiper.
Oh, okay.
This shoulder is already taken.
Kuiper, you've got the Poro on your shoulder.
I suppose this calls for
little one,
It just looks.
watch me again, okay? I know you can't properly understand me, but me? And she'll change her shape to kind of look, I guess, more like a Yeti. With the masquerade tattoo.
Okay.
Then change back.
As you change yourself to look like a Yeti, you hear one of the doors open.
Change back.
It's just the Earth sign just pokes his head out.
what's up.
Hi.
I think whatever sprayed in my eyes earlier must be having some kind of effect. Ugh.
Oh yes,
Are
definitely.
you okay?
No! Slams door.
Waffleberg's going to open the door.
If you need someone to talk to or you need some medicine or something, call me.
Okay.
I don't think he likes me.
I think he thinks you're responsible for what went in his eye.
Joke's on him.
Potoo.
But yeah.
While all this is
Yes.
going on, you've pulled up a chair somewhere. And I should note as well for people watching this, it isn't me just dropping stuff onto Ranna. She's actually messaging me on Discord about these things in private. So you pull up a seat, you close your eyes, you try and tap into Legion. And you come across a few of the older
I'm
souls in there.
dead.
Just
I don't
you
know
tap
why
in
I
just the
think
eggplants near the surface all the time.
What the fuck am I doing here?
I want to say too
I
soon.
could ask much the same question.
Too soon. So,
You're fucking here, get over it.
as you're trying to find the fairly urgent spirits, see one particular one there. A stoic looking Viking figure. So you've brought me back to my homelands, have you?
Suppose you could say something like that.
Any reason why you're after my knowledge?
Well, the more knowledge I have of the place that I'm in, the better chance I have of keeping everyone alive.
Then what is it you want to know?
Can you tell me any important information about the dangers of this land? Including one particular northern witch that I keep hearing about?
The witch. Ugh. You mean the third sister? What was her name again? It's been so long. Lysandra, I believe her name was. An Iceborn. Betrayed the other two sisters. Kind of hard to realize what her intentions are. Some say it's noble deeds, others say she's just looking for conquest. Some say she just wants to cover the world in ice. All we know is, well, all I know is she used to just keep up to the north where it's colder. She's been slowly making an army, but it's been nothing of too much of note. Although some of these other spirits have been saying things have changed since my death. Something about making a pact with the trolls.
Ooh.
All I know is we got
So
to watch out for something called Black Frost.
that does not sound good.
Never could work out what it is, but if it's anything to do with her, you know it's going to be bad news.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you want to know?
Not sure how old you are spirit-wise, but do you know anything of an individual with a large shield?
You hear a lot of people in the back just scream out, "Fucking singed!" And he
You
just kind of
probably
motions.
also hear a little people say, "Rob!"
He just kind of motions.
Yes,
over.
there's the other.
He just kind of motions. Any individual with a large shield. Well, legends of Brom have been spread around for quite some time now. They were quite new when I was around, but seems the stories have picked up more and more with the younger spirits in here.
Just want to keep from confusing anybody who could potentially be an ally.
I would like to state that the great thing about the difference is that we could guilt trip Brom. We can't really guilt trip Singed.
Yeah, no, Brom would see this tiny little Yeti and be like, "Yep, no, Brom will protect this with Brom's life." Sage would be like, "Ah, experiments."
And Alari would burn him to cinders.
Potoo,
Yes.
as you're in there talking to the Phoenyrie spirits, one particular one pipes up in the back. "So you're off to find the world ruin, are you?"
I can only assume that's where we're going next.
Be careful. People have lost their lives to that.
Duly noted.
Keep them safe for me, would you? And that spirit will actually get up and walk away after saying that. The Viking just shrugs. He's one of the newer spirits in here from here. Been quite quiet since he entered. It's... Do you know, like they say, spirits sometimes have unfinished business? That one's got a
Yes.
whole baggage full of it, I'd assume.
He did give off a bit of an air, didn't he?
Potoo,
Yes.
make me an intelligence check.
An intelligence check. Goody. Dirty 20.
For a second there, when you could see him, you could swear there was something familiar about his features.
Just mental squinty face looking. But he's out of sight now, so I can't just look at him.
Exactly.
Your brain frowns.
Everyone else that's in the room, you're just watching Potoo just kind of sat there blank-eyed holding the sword.
Always creepy when he does that. Anyway,
Everything okay?
Still trying to demonstrate to Baby Yeti during all of this.
The baby Yeti's already crawled off Kuiper and has now crawled onto Mariah's head.
Be careful.
Slowly
you can
sinking
into
in Mariah's hair.
You can sink into that.
She just does it. She just slowly but surely just starts to sink until it's just her head popping out.
It kind of picks up the baby.
Any eggplants remaining are just trying to claim the Yeti.
Look, you just pick it up. She's got the Poro in her arms. The Noxian Poro.
Oh, you found that one.
Noxian Poro just
Waffle-
looks over at Pinco like, yeah. See, you could have had this.
Pinco is watching, and that's why I rolled the Arcana, but Pinco is watching Potoo.
Potoo, you know with that 19, Potoo's communing with the spirits in the sword.
Oh, you found that one. That one's a little bit safer.
That was a little bit safer. It has a sword, but it's fine.
It's not as creepy as the little one with loads of straws sticking out of it.
Waffleberg is going to hold his hand out to the Yeti again.
It just looks. And then looks to you, as if like, what do you want?
Things have come from you. What do you want?
Bad things have come from Waffleberg so far. Terrible tasting lollipops and tattoos.
Exactly. In fact, it tries to incite you, but shrugs and just kind of gets her club ready.
Maybe not, little one. I don't
Just
know
gonna
how many
whap.
brain cells he has left to whap.
It'll put the club away.
Waffleberg is going to take out a little box. He's going to kind of wind it up. A small sort of soft music begins to play as it winds.
As it flosses slowly.
Not like that.
Mm.
It is not like that. It is something more softer, more delicate.
Shuriman.
More Shuriman, yeah. As Waffleberg sort of winds it up, he sort of pulls at the top. He sort of pulls out the smaller switch, motions for her to go ahead and push the switch.
I imagine it's like one of those things where it's like the music box with a little ballerina, but instead of a ballerina, it's a little Azir on top. But she will lean forward and she will push the switch.
As she does, a small light begins from the side of the box as it sort of projects up on the wall a dancing Azir and some sand soldiers. No, I'm kidding. As it sort of shows like little butterflies on the wall, fluttering about.
She will gasp. She will hop down from where she is and she will run over to the wall and try and catch the butterflies. Like, you can quite literally see her like
Butterflies.
slamming on the wall with her hands, looking like she's grabbing one, and then trying to shove it in her mouth. It's like,
It's cute.
What?
I don't want to stop it. It's adorable.
Yeah.
all I know is it's a good thing that you stopped doing the thing where Alari could be bopped on the head to change.
Yeah.
Baby gets upset, baby bops Alari on the head. Delris is now holding a baby. Baby goes flying.
After a couple of moments, the box will stop as it loses energy as the sort of key goes back.
It will look over and then just waddle back over to you both.
Can you try again for me? She'll show the baby again.
It looks around, it's going to make another one of those lovely little saves.
Better. By one.
Turns into Kuiper.
You know what?
Anyway,
I'm good with this.
The Yordle kind. What?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of works.
Waffleberg is
Eh?
okay with this. Waffleberg puts the box up, stands up, stretches, leaves the room. Alrighty, have fun.
Alari will pick up the child.
Yep.
But still kind of bundle it in its little, like, warm wraps and stuff
Yeah.
before
Yes, we don't
we
need
head
Golden
out.
Child scooping up baby Yeti.
If the paper is still available with the notes on
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
it will
Yeah.
take some of the little ink and it will write something in what seems to be Freljordian.
Okay.
The one word it knows.
What?
Its name.
Oh, what's it say?
Umpa.
Wow.
UMPA.
Is that your name, little one?
It nods.
Oh, well, little Umpa. We'll look after you.
Do you want to know what the best thing is?
Hmm?
Like this is like one of the little Guardian things you can get in Legends of Runeterra, Umpa. But they did a special version of it too.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've still got Umpa when it comes to Christmas, I need to add it in. Hang on, where was the picture of it? If I copy that one and throw it into the D&D chat in here. Yeah, on the left.
Wait. Where? In D&D chat?
Yeah, in Centralia.
Oh.
That is absolutely adorable.
So
For
yeah,
now, Ari will protect baby with life.
yep. So as you head out to that tavern, after Potoo has regained consciousness and returned to the land of the living.
I just imagine the two has a mental picture whenever he does that of wherever he's sitting.
I'm sorry. Saw something that made my brain cells die.
What?
Just them asking people questions on the street and going, who bombed Pearl Harbor? The bomb.
That hurt me on a very big level.
That's my point.
Where are these questions being done?
I'll send the link in to
That, yeah. So, the town itself, the little village, seems quite busy again. People setting out in boats, people preparing boats for being upright. People just generally taking in what was being brought into the ships and putting it onto carts. The guy who was there yesterday, well, who helped you up with the boats, will look over to you. Ah,
Mhm.
you wanting your boat back, or?
Would there be any place to park it?
Probably not. Whereabouts were you thinking of going?
Valen Hollow.
That's not too far of a journey from here. You'd probably be able to actually get a ride on one of the carts.
Yes. Looks at bundle. Yes. Carts.
You look,
Bob, sorry, what?
No.
What?
Child. It's like he looks to the bundle. No.
it's like, he looks to the bundle, sees a Kuiper. He's just like, given it's still like in the rags and such, and in probably like a little blanket, he just sees like the head of it sticking out. That's an odd looking dog you've got there, miss.
Yes.
Hey, I mean,
Look, Mr. Boatman. Look, we didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but my friend Moonman and his friend Star Lady, well, it's their child.
He looks for them both. Kuiper's still having his glamour on, so he just looks like a shorter human.
Now, it's one of those situations where the babies might not be his, but he's taking it on as his own because he's a good dad. You know?
Kuiper, roll me a perception. Still our overall perception on it then. Yeah, you don't know exactly what he's saying, but you get the feeling that he is talking shit.
He's a
Alari's
good
just
dad.
stood there looking.
Taking up.
Stellara's just glaring.
So, if you could maybe not talk bad about his adopted child. Thank you.
Waffleberg just looks back at Stellara. Does a bird smile?
Yeah.
You just. I'm gonna go find us a cart.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to come with, that's fine.
I'm going to go with you. I do not wish to stay here after that conversation that I just heard.
Even the boatman
I'm
doesn't
going
want
to
to be here.
stay. I'm going to stay close to Waffleberg.
I mean, you wouldn't go very far from me, Moonman. You are mine and mine alone.
As
I'm going to
Alari
go with
looks
Alari
back.
and Stellara.
Oh, no.
Okay, bye.
Oh, well, never mind. Little Poro waves at Waffleberg as Kuiper walks away.
Moonman,
Still on Kuiper's shoulder.
Moonman just stands there with the boat guy awkwardly.
So,
The boatman
is
just walks off.
is there a, oh, okay. Potato, oh no, Potato's gone too.
Just Mariah stood there with you.
So, Mariah,
Hello.
hi.
I almost feel like at
Um,
that moment it should have been Waffleberg walking away.
Yeah,
Mariah
no,
stood there with you. Hello, Mariah.
Waffleberg just looks at
Hello.
Mariah, then looks slightly above Mariah.
What's that?
What's what?
The moment that she turns to look, he's gone.
So, I'm assuming you, as soon as you realise that, you're catching up, Mariah. Rather than just being left in the middle of a town like,
Yeah, she's gonna catch up.
Yep. So, as you all get to the outskirts of town, where all the carts are gathering, seems to be just general villagers, don't really seem to be warrior types. A few do seem to have scars, but you think that could be more just from general travel in these lands than actual battle, because they don't seem too old or too deep.
Okay. I'll kind of like look around, see if anyone's kind of like near their carts and stuff.
Yeah, there's quite a few people still loading up, some looking like they're about to set off.
I'll kind of go to one
was
that seems to have
just-
a biggish cart with room. Hello?
Ah, greetings, miss.
Hi, I was wondering if you'd have any space. We're trying to get to Velen Hollow.
Velen Hollow, ah. You're in luck. That's exactly where I'm going.
Would you perhaps have space for me, Waffleberg, Stellara, and Mariah?
I just imagine her counting that all on her fingers.
Shh. That's just me.
No, she's the teacher that's taking care of all the students. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Starts
10,
growing
11,
extra fingers to count the people.
Yeah, but like she turns around, faces all the kids, and just starts like head counting them.
It should be noted as well. Just while you counted that up.
Mm-hmm.
You are well. This thing is being pulled along by what seem to be, if I can find a picture again, large, shaggy buffalo-like mammals.
Hmm?
Those that have been to the Fairlioid before, you'd know these to be elnuks.
It's like,
I have an
yes,
entire deck in Runeterra based off of these.
we need. Do you perhaps have space for six people?
He'll look to the rest of the party.
Or the little Poro on Kuiper's shoulder is holding out a small bag and jingling it.
Just kind of gives it
That
an
is a
old
well-trained Poro.
Thank you.
With the right coin,
Sure.
yes, I can
Hey.
provide travel.
Sure, trained.
I can provide travel, sure. I mean, I couldn't say no to her mother as well.
Thank you very much, sir. How much would it cost?
Just one way or both ways, here and back?
One way for now.
50
I'm
gold.
sure we can find a way
Make
back.
it 50 gold.
Jingles bag.
Are you paying for it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the bag from the Poro and hand it to him.
Yep. As he just opens the bag.
There's
Take out
60 gold pieces in there.
Yep. He'll take 50 out, leaving 10 in. Before he closes it, a crow flies out. And he just gotta go, "Ugh!" Yeah. Did anyone else see that?
See what?
So like, see what?
Almost as if whisper on the wind.
I imagine it's like everyone's there like, see what? Aside from Kuiper, who's just there going, ah.
Just vibrating like.
And he will hand the small bag back to the Poro.
Yep.
Throws it back in his hat.
Isn't there
Thank you
someone
so
that
much for your kindness.
No, thank you for the trade.
Yep.
Just make sure you don't jostle around the goods pack there, and we're all good.
Good.
We'll be setting off when you're all ready.
You all ready?
wasn't there a person that Olaf recommended us to?
Yes, but she's in Valen Hollow.
Ah, okay. Just double checking.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
the
If that's
Scar Mother.
The Scar Mother.
Yes, a fellow at the bar recommended that we speak to her once we get to Valen Hollow.
Oh.
Hmm?
He'll just kind of lean slightly on the cart. Yeah. You do realize Scar Mother's a title rather than a name, right? It's like a clan leader.
Oh.
so we need to look for the clan leader.
I mean, I know these grounds are Winterclaw ground, but a mother like you shouldn't be getting involved in the war until your child's older.
Yes, well, we weren't particularly wanting to get involved in the war. We wanted to just get some information.
Yes, but their information comes at a cost. And while gold can loosen some tongues, for hurrying back
Waffleberg has a plant that screams alarm. It's a great alarm plant.
I was thinking more along the lines of Shield wants action rather than money.
Waffleberg can give action. His plans can do action.
Oh dear.
Please stop
Poro
wrinkling your
kind
eyebrows
of-
like that.
We will cross that bridge when we get there, but thank you for the warning. We were not aware that's what that term was.
All aboard then.
Yes.
And as you're all aboard, he will set off. And,
Wait. Fuck the scar,
and along the way, can you make me a, well, actually, oh,
mother.
hang on.
By the way, Kuiper.
Hmm?
Every once in a while, you'd be hearing whispering in your ear while it just sits there.
Excellent.
You wouldn't be able to make out what it's saying, but it would just be like little murmurs.
Time for me to roll
Interesting
a
too.
d20 and see what I get. Yeah, 5.
You're becoming a chart whore.
I'm becoming Jack, and that scares me.
But yes, exactly, a chart whore. You know, I think Dion really hit it on the nose.
It's also more fun this way.
That's it, guys. Get the intervention table.
So,
I mean, I'll be seeing her in person on Thursday.
I will, as you're going along, make me a Percepti boys.
Oh.
Nice.
Yay! And I can only ever get a 20 when I get a nat 20 on that.
Let me see what people got. Kuiper? No. Everyone else? Yes. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, Kuiper by himself, no. But through Lyra, yes. Everyone else, yes. You see what seems to be a bit of a commotion over in one of the Arctic plains to the side.
Hmm?
You see the large body of what looks like a mammoth.
A mammoth.
And as the cart gets closer and passes by, you definitely can tell this mammoth's dead.
Ooh. Is a dragon trying to eat that one too?
Not a mammoth. That's okay, no worries. We're almost finishing up anyway. It's not a mammoth. You can roll me in nature. This is also why I had you go to the zoo in the Piltover. So now I can't be like, you've never encountered these creatures, you wouldn't know what they are. You've been to the zoo, you've been educated on creatures. Mariah, would you like to roll a nature too?
Too busy fussing over baby.
Mariah, these are wild claws. Basically, large cats. Large carnivorous cats.
We're going to be eaten.
And
What?
you'd know that these things, they're basically like a giant panther kind of thing. The difference is, these things have 6 legs.
Oh, it reminds me of Terrassi.
Yeah. They are also considered to have the power of a war horse. And some people have been known to train these things for such a role.
Reminds me of Terrassi.
Oh yeah. And these 2 things just are tearing into this mammoth and just devouring it.
I'll just kind of leave them alone.
The Yeti just kind of looks out and with her little Kuiper hands just starts to do the gimme grabby hand thing.
No.
Pouts.
Big rawr, cats. Dangerous. eat you. Nom nom nom.
She lets out a roar, like a little ah, but does it in Kuiper's voice.
Ah, it's kind of disturbing, but cute at the same time.
Stellaris just looking at this, and then looks down to Kuiper and just kind of whispers, "Is that what you were like when you was a child?"
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Just kind of goes, ah.
And you do see a village up ahead.
Hmm?
It seems to be a wrecked and ruined village. To the right, to the left.
Honestly, thought you said the village was erect.
Yeah, no, the people that been erecting these bloody boats on the shore, they've come there and they've done it to the village as well. It's somehow doing that to all the buildings hovering in midair. No, it's to the left. It looks like a burnt, ruined village.
Hmm.
And the cart leader goes, "Ah, that's Ragan's Reach. That's cursed land, that.
What happened there?
Uh, an evil mage and her son cursed the place. Got burnt to the ground.
Hmm.
People have gone to there, but they've never come back the same."
Well, thankfully we have no intentions.
Little Poro's hanging over the edge of the cart, looking into the burned down town.
Oh, but I don't care what that thing does. I was going to say no, but I really don't care enough.
You don't care enough about what it's doing. Meanwhile, it's just flames in its eyes. Just fire.
To be fair, it could run into that place, and I don't think anyone would go after it because it'd probably back no matter what we do.
I just realized I
That's
rolled.
very true. If he got off right now, he'd probably be like, you guys should be in the town. Where's the Poro? And then all of a sudden, little Poro.
We probably wouldn't even question it; it'd just show up. Like, it's like, oh, it's finally got. Oh, never mind. There it is.
I just had to re-roll that because that quite literally would have been the same thing again of just two more big cats. Oh.
There's a lot of big cats.
Oh. Also, I don't know if my headset's having issues or not recently.
Hmm.
But I feel like the right ear of this is dying slowly. Either way,
Hmm.
make me perceptions. Because you pass this
Oh.
down and carry on a bit.
Worst.
Yeah.
Nope. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, just about. And Potoo, yes. You're too busy fussing over Babby.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you see what seems to be two small blue centipede-like creatures.
What?
It seems to have like an
Centipedes.
orange line going down their back. And towards the front, it seems to be more frilled like a cobra hood. You can roll me a nature if you want to.
Hell yeah.
Yes, please.
Wah.
My rolls are getting tired.
Kuiper and Potoo, yes. Mariah, would you like to make nature? No. Potoo and Kuiper. These are Remorhazes.
Say that again.
Remorhazes. Remorhaz. Remorhaz.
Remor.
Yes. Basically, otherwise known as polar worms. Monstrous beast
No.
resembling a cross between a worm and a
Oh.
centipede. And yeah, Josh, if you remember,
I do not like.
if you remember what about Josh, yeah, this is one of the things Dion threw at us.
When?
Oh no, I know what you're doing.
What?
I know what this is.
You know what the creatures are, yes. But these aren't adults. These are. Actually, I need to roll to see how many. It is just one, and it seems to be a young one. Just seems to be
That
stalking around,
is creepy crawly.
and then it just
Ugh.
kind of raises its front end, dives into the ground, and pulls out what seems to be a white hair.
Ew.
It just kind of scuttles off with it.
Hmm.
Better that than us.
Well,
But
this is like,
I mean, it could be worse. If I rolled a 20 on the charts, it would have been a straight up Remarhas, an adult one.
Mhm.
nope.
Uh-oh.
Remoras are like pain in the ass.
Yeah.
They literally chase vibrations.
That's why it got the rabbit. It sensed the her. It sensed the her on the ground. Just went. Basically, best way to describe it is you're like Arctic foxes do, where they sense
Mhm.
things under the snow
Yeah.
and they just kind of leap up and pounce through the snow. It did that.
This is mine now.
And yes, you do eventually get to Valor's Keep. Valor's Hollow, sorry. Seems to be a few Poros outside just playing around in the snow, as Poros want to do. And yeah, it's a busy merchant's town. You see plenty of people in there, people that are fairly Odin, obviously, clothing-wise. People that also seem to be just travelers from different places.
Yeah.
You see some people that you suspect could be Bilgewater, some people that could be Piltovers, one or two Zornites,
Mm.
definitely a couple of Noxians, a couple of Shreemans looking very out of their element.
And to think
Very, very.
these people coexist.
And
No.
perhaps the one that will make a couple of people's skin crawl. There's a couple of people here from Targon that, while dressed in more casual clothing, do still bear the mark of the Solari.
Mm.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
But none of them seem to pay you any heed. As the guy pulls up his cart. Right, here we go. Take it to where you need to be. Off with you so I can get me supplies off the cart.
All right.
Much
Thank you
appreciated.
very much.
Oh, and keep your eyes out. There's pickpockets here.
No problem. Thank you.
Duly noted.
Hmm.
Poro climbs inside of Kuiper's pocket,
Just waits.
lying in
Perfect.
wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
Perfect.
tiny little arsenal.
if you're wanting to find the Scar Mother, she'll be over there, up at top of the village.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mm. So,
Kind of
oh,
kind of heads off
yep.
towards the tavern. Or nearby tavern, I guess.
Yeah, it's a tavern up at the top where she motioned. Well, where he motioned.
The cartman hears a whisper as the party walks away. Don't die.
And as you're heading up there, Alari,
Yeah?
something out the corner of your eye just drags your attention towards it.
Hmm?
A lone shack of a building, left ruined and decrepit. On what
Kind
seems to
of
be the
like
outskirts of the town.
kind of focused on it completely, kind of starts walking towards it.
Yep. Everyone, you see Alari walk off from the path towards this strange house.
Are you okay?
That place seems very familiar.
Oh.
Should we come with you?
You can.
So
He's walking towards it.
Mm.
you find your steps going a bit slower than everyone else's. As a voice, deep down in Legion, just calls out, "Oh, it's seen better days."
Just honing in on that one spirit.
Yep.
Elaborate.
He just kind of chuckles, turns heel again and walks off from you again.
Sassy chicken ghost.
It's not a chicken that's saying that to you.
I know it's not a chicken.
Oh, call me what you like. There's some things even I can't face up to.
As long as we're not walking into a trap, right?
I doubt it's a
Kind of
trap.
keeps. He's kind of
Josh, you're gonna
walking.
love this.
Yep. You walk up to it. Seems to have been abandoned for years. Like
Nothing left in your pockets.
It's
Poro
just-
nowhere in sight.
it's just
Sorry.
it's just a heavy layer of snow on top, as if no one's ever bothered to clear it. The wooden the wooden flaps for like the windows under your door just seems to be hanging on the last bits of the hinges. Thick layer of dust inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to make me an investigation.
Investigation.
Okay. And depending on the order of the rolls, I will give it to certain peeps. So, and Poro rolling investigation too?
No, he's busy.
Okay. Alari, you're wandering around. You find what seem to be old bottles in here. Seem to be some kind of Freljordian wine. Just like a lot of them just left abandoned. Already emptied. Mariah, you go exploring upstairs using your lighter footing to make sure you don't fall through any of the rotten steps. And you do come across what seems to be, well, aside from a little storage room upstairs, there are two main rooms up there. One seems to be an adult room, the other seems to be a child's room. The adult room, one large bed. The child's room, two beds.
I'll lie in one of the child's beds.
You lie in one of the child's beds, and yeah, you kind of sink into the dust.
Mariah is being consumed rather than her hair consumed.
Kuiper.
This is what it feels like to be in my hair.
Yep.
You find what seems to be, as you're just like wandering inside and outside, you see damage on the outside of the house. Like what seems to be not just the elements who have attacked this thing, as if someone or something has just tried to take something to this house. has just left it scarred.
Okay.
Potoo,
Mm.
you find, as you're nosing through, you nosy into that storeroom that I mentioned upstairs. You find
Mm.
notes. Notes pertaining to the world rune,
Hmm.
as well as just burnt up areas of what seem to be a diary. You can't really make too much of it out because of how burnt it is. But it doesn't seem to be, the room doesn't seem to have like been lit on fire at any point. So we assume that for this to be burnt like this, someone's probably just tried to throw it into like a fireplace.
Hmm.
You do make out a name, though.
Okay.
Delris.
Oh, yes, a diary.
No, that's the name in the diary that you find. Delris.
That's all I can find out of this.
Everything else seems to be way too burned. That seems to be just like one small corner where it didn't catch on fire too much.
Hmm. Am I the only one in this room at the moment?
Mariah's upstairs with you, but you just heard her thump onto a bed, and then probably followed by a cacophony of voices from inside her going, "Ah, dust!"
Dust bunnies.
The character eat us.
Hmm. Is this all I find up here?
Uh, unless you want to do a deeper dive into the boxes.
I will most certainly do deep diving. Shall I
Uh,
take 20?
If you do so, we will have
If
to
you're...
conclude this next week. But there is one last thing I do want to
Hmm.
do before we do that.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Okay.
before we conclude, can I roll a wisdom save to see if anything comes back? Or something like a wisdom
Yes, you
check or
can do
save.
so. In fact, that is exactly what I was going to ask you to do. I was going to ask you to roll a history, but a wisdom check makes more sense.
Okay.
Alari, this place seems very decrepit.
You got above a 10. I will give you this.
Just like home.
Alari, you're just looking around. So dusty. You pick up one of the bottles as you're inspecting it. And then you faintly hear the sound of giggling. You half expect it to be your new little child running around, but as you turn on your heels, you see things restored. And you see two children running from one room to another. One red-skinned with red hair, the other blue-skinned with blue hair. Just having fun. The older one, the blue one, older and chasing after the younger one. And then a loud call of a female voice, shouting for them to be quiet. And then you snap back to reality. You feel something wet rolling down your cheek. As your new little Kuiper Yeti friend reaches up and wipes a tear away from you.
She just kind of looks around and goes, This was my home.
Oh,
And that's where we're going to end it for this week.
Eh,
And trust me, I know it may seem a little bit rushed that we've automatically found Alari and Delris' home. I've got a lot more planned for this, do not worry.
It will make
Yeah.
sense.
This is just the
Fair.
starting point for this big old adventure.
I
Yeah.
think the hilarious thing, Lay,
Hmm?
is the guy warned us about pickpockets. And then I got in Josh's pocket, and so Josh sends me a picture of everything that he has in his like bag in his pocket. And I'm like, little do you know, I'm like outside of character. I'm like, this little bastard that's in your pocket is a pickpocket himself. I'm like, you literally just let him get in there, and he has a hat of holding. He'll just rob you blind. No Poro. That's what we were laughing at because I was like, no Poro. Nothing in your pockets except for empty air.
Like, quite literally, I had ideas for this when you found this house, where it's like, oh, depending on the investigations, each person's going to find a different thing. Depending where Alari is when she finds whichever thing she finds, she's going to have a different vision.
Yeah.
And that's the one you ended up with. So you ended up with seeing children at a happier time, and then mother shouting at them in like a slightly drunken voice.
Yep.
So, thank you all for tuning in to this week. And we'll see you all next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Sweet
Bye,
dreams.
everyone.
Baby Yeti edition.
Hey.